The Common Sense Engine presents Love and Peace of Mind. The Common Sense Engine, or COSEEN, attempts to optimize the political and economic system. For more details, please watch the channel's featured video. Now we will explore a similar optimization that happens inside our minds. Let's assume for a moment that everything we ever do is to love and be loved as much as and in the way we need, or the fear of missing out on these, including loving ourselves. For what other reason would we chase money, power, or fame? It would mean that all our emotions and actions, however pointless or crazy they seem, are explained by our levels of love, which is just like fuel for a car. Our pursuit of happiness, if successful, leads to peace of mind. It is an optimization exercise on the individual level, just like COSEEN is on the level of society. In other words, COSEEN aims to create an environment that does not dissuade people from finding peace of mind. We, today's humans, are spoiled and fragile. Just imagine that you find yourself out in the wild, lacking all achievements of civilization, clothes, purified water, processed food, and so on. How long would you be able to survive? COSEEN urges us to rediscover the world, to build a society that looks out for its members, but does not force them to sit in a dark office building every day, work for the man, wait for a check, or stick to the screen all day long. Instead, we should build communities, express our thoughts, listen to, and learn together with others, make an impact, and take responsibility for ourselves and each other. And last but not least, wake up our latent imagination. Instead of falling into the trap of trying to humiliate dissenters emotionally from our little bubbles, why don't we try to understand their reasons, arguments, the implications of their logic, and, ad absurdum, seriously consider whether they are right? If I have an opinion, its exact opposite is also a valid opinion. Growing up does not mean that we know everything. It means understanding that there will always be things we don't know and that it is okay. For sensitivity, just like for everything else, there is a balance. The lack of sensitivity means that you miss out on the sensation of life. Too much sensitivity leads to frustration, aggression, depression, and intolerance. Just think about allergies. That is why, while I understand the good intention behind sensitivity training, I am skeptical about them. It is a personal optimization task. We should only let people open their minds. In this world, we could talk about real questions. Do we need to put tons of precious metals and other materials around us, burn loads of fuel, and reshape and pave large parts of the landscape to get from one place to the other? Do we need to live behind thick walls or on top of each other and put a lot of energy into heating or cooling large spaces to keep ourselves warm or cool? Do we need countless new clothes, furniture, and household assets to feel comfortable? Is it clever to transport large amounts of stuff from other continents day to day, eat processed food, or breathe toxic air? And so on. Note that we are not questioning the need to get from one place to another or feel comfortable. We are just challenging how we currently satisfy these. We need a lot of creativity and humor in a world like that. We should understand that our fantasies are formed by and shape reality. It is time to live our dreams instead of escaping to the virtual world. What are we waiting for?